All right, today we are cracking open a genuine cold case. We're looking at a massive, completely baffling sports mystery from the mid-20th century. Just picture this. The ultimate international tournament is about to kick off, and a team that absolutely earned their spot just vanishes before the first whistle even blows. Well, we're putting on our detective hats and examining the evidence to uncover exactly what happened.
So, there are nearly 9,000 miles separating India from Brazil. The Indian national team had successfully qualified for the World Cup, right? They secured their golden ticket to cross the globe, and then, at the absolute final hour, they just completely refused to go. They literally became the team that walked away.
I mean, it sounds totally unthinkable today, right? In an era where nations spend millions, sometimes billions, just to get a foot in the door, what could possibly motivate an entire national squad to just step away from the ultimate prize in their sport?
The scene of the crime.
Let's set the scene. The year is 1950. The location is Brazil. This was India's golden chance. They had officially qualified, earning their moment to step onto football's absolute biggest international stage. The spotlight was waiting for them, and India literally had their ticket in hand.
Section 2. The Prime Suspect. The Barefoot Legend. Okay, let's dive into our first piece of evidence here. On one side, you've got heavily studded leather boots. On the other, bare feet. Legend says the Indian players wanted to play the entire tournament barefoot. And you know, this wasn't some kind of protest. It was just their masterful traditional style. Actually, just 2 years prior, they had completely dazzled crowds at the 1948 London Olympics playing without boots, and they fully intended to bring that exact same magic to the Brazilian pitches.
So here's the core of the conflict. You have India's long-standing tradition crashing headfirst into FIFA's strict rulebook. FIFA insisted on boots for safety reasons, completely refusing to allow a barefoot team onto the World Cup stage. And for decades, sports historians pointed to this specific standoff as the sole reason the trip was canceled. It was case closed, or so they thought.
Section 3. Alternate theories. Investigating the rumors.
Now, the barefoot controversy, it's a great story. Absolutely. But the historical record reveals some pretty conflicting rumors behind the scenes. First off, there was a massive financial burden. Just think about the sheer cost of sailing or flying an entire team to South America back then. But maybe more surprisingly, a lot of administrators simply didn't take the World Cup seriously enough. In 1950, for the Indian Federation, the Olympics were still considered the absolute pinnacle of the sport. The World Cup? It was kind of an afterthought.
Section 4. The Verdict. The ultimate withdrawal.
Ultimately, the administrative powers made their final call. The All India Football Federation officially pulled the plug. They withdrew the national team from the 1950 tournament. So the dream essentially died in a boardroom, long before a single player ever boarded a plane. And, well, here's the incredibly heavy, lingering consequence of that decision. Since that fateful day in 1950, they have never played at the World Cup again. Walking away from that golden ticket completely changed the trajectory of the nation's sporting history. It wasn't just a missed tournament, guys. It was a missed era.
So knowing the reality of this cold case, the clash of traditions, their undeniable barefoot skill, those strict FIFA safety regulations, we are left with this massive what if. Could they have adapted? Would they have shocked the world in Brazil if they had just laced up and played in boots?
Was it the boots, the budget, or just a colossal misjudgment of history? I really want to hear your verdict on this one. Tell us your theory below, and hey, if you want to uncover more untold football stories and mysteries, join us for the next explainer. Keep questioning the history you think you know.